All right, well, we'll get started. I'm going to pray and we'll start. Dear Lord, thank you for letting us meet today on this format. And God, thank you for just giving us the opportunity to serve in this way. And I pray that we don't forget that the reason we're doing this is to spread the gospel and to just glorify your name. And we give this meeting up to you. In your name we pray. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, yeah, let's get started. Dr. Knapp and I had a meeting, and I emailed you guys all about it a little while ago with You Serve and Operation Christmas Child. So I just wanted to see if you guys got a chance to take a look at that special access shoebox document. What do you guys think? Any questions, comments?
Is it the COVID precautions prevention plan?
No, this is special access shoebox. It's a different thing we're doing this year other than regular shoeboxes.
Okay.
I sent a link out in the email a little while ago, but I also have it on Trello under resources. So this is what we're going to do this year, and so really, if you had a chance to look at it, you can see it's the packing list is a lot stricter than years before, and that's something that we're going to have to think about how to publicize. There's certain restrictions too, because how to publicize this, because like I think I said in the email, you can't really release this document out other than for Operation Christmas Child volunteers. They keep this close so that the operation isn't compromised, because these are going to places where they don't even know that we're kind of doing this. It's kind of an undercover kind of thing. But yeah, the reason that all these items are on here, that you can't have Christian or Jewish symbols, can't have personal letters that say Jesus Christ or Christian on them. Yeah, that's all just meant to get across the border of those countries. So it's a really good gospel opportunity. And so I guess that's what we'll be stressing a lot, is even though you can't really write those personal letters, still say God, but can't really write too much about anything about being Christian or such. This is really going to make a huge impact. So yeah, does anybody have any questions about special access boxes? Okay. Also, yeah, this year it looks like we're going to have a really good relationship with You Serve and Operation Christmas Child's student relations branch of everything. So that's going to be good. We'll keep the communication up with them. And I also wanted to talk about something right now. I've been emailing with Stephen Gillum. It's about collection week. And I was going to just get your guys' take, because I think we're able to, but I was going to throw out some dates here and see what you think about the logistics of things. And those of you who have been on campus before with Operation Christmas Child, at least seen it. So Global Focus Week is going to be October 19th through the 23rd. And that was an idea to really kickstart our distribution of the boxes around campus. I know we've done that for the past 2 years on Global Focus Week. Okay, so keep October 19th through 23rd in mind. And then I was thinking 2 weeks later, so November 6th, which is a Friday, until the next Friday, November 13th. That's when we do collection. So it gives us 2 weeks till collection. And then the processing center needs to have these boxes by November 17th. So do you think that's enough time, is what I'm getting at, for people to, I guess, put yourselves in the shoes of just everybody on campus. You think that's enough time to pack shoe boxes, make time during your daily life? I guess 2 weeks. Do you think that's enough time?
I think maybe like doing it like almost like a week before Global Focus Week might be better. Just like give even just like that one extra week, I think will just be really like important for people to have enough time to do shoebox and stuff like that. Because yeah, I'm the type of person that likes to wait till the last minute on stuff. So sometimes with stuff like that, so it's like I feel like that extra week will be good for a lot of the procrastinators.
Okay, so the week before Global Focus Week.
Yeah, I think for me personally, obviously, like you guys
Mhm.
definitely could have your own thoughts, but
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Right, I think that would be good too because then it gives people, like you said, extra time, and it just kind of lets people know ahead of that 1 week. So
Okay, cool. Yeah.
and oh yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
you might say like one thing. Also, too, like even though it like would like fit in nice with Global Focus Week, like it almost could be like a little like like might be a little Global Focus Week might be able to overpower
Mm.
OCC and like have it not be as much of a focal point. But if it's kind of during like a week that doesn't really have much going on, it's going to stick out a lot more.
Okay. Yeah. Dr. Knapp, you think that sounds good, or you have any thoughts?
Yeah, everything y'all are talking about sounds fine as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Things are pretty crazy here as far as being with all the COVID stuff, and
Yeah.
that's really everything here revolves around that right now, and trying
Right.
to make sure there's enough masks for people if they need them and all that kind of thing.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that's good. So the one note I have though about if we move it up another week, which we were going to do in the first place anyway, is making sure that what we didn't do last year, and it kind of was a little bit of a mistake, is we had like actually we had 4 weeks in between, which I think was a little too long. People kind of forgot, but what we kind of also dropped the ball about was we didn't like publicize it. We didn't promote it in those weeks between either. So as long as we keep promoting it and even doing something during Global Focus Week, I think that would be good. Okay, let's head on now. I'll write that down. All right. So next on the agenda, just a couple updates. The block party that we were talking about last time with the activity, well, I got an email and they canceled that. They have the block party, but at least for now, and they canceled it to clubs just to limit the amount of people in there. So we're no longer doing that. But as far as I know, the LU Serve Expo is still on, but we're still waiting on. It's still pending on approval, at least for our club. So Ruth Ann was the one that submitted that from as being the person from OCC. And so as soon as she receives an email back, we're for sure in. But other than that, other CSER opportunities or other opportunities to get CSER volunteers, looking into that. If you guys find any or see anything come up, just let me know. But likely we'll be tabling, maybe as long as they let people like clubs table in Montview, we'll be out there at a table, safely, just with papers saying if you want to sign up for CSER, go here, and we'll have a meeting or something. So that's that. And Kevin, could you give us an update for everyone on the social media?
Yeah, so I just created the pages, and so we have an Instagram page and a Facebook page, and for the Instagram handle, it's OCC Liberty, and I figure that's just more simple. And then in the caption or the bio, it has more description of what the page is all about. And for the Facebook page, it's pretty much the same thing, except it is pretty much the same thing. And with that right now, there's not really content on it, just because obviously we haven't really made it to campus yet. But the big thing with that too, I think that us ourselves like promoting it will help a lot, like through social media, and I think that will be a big focal point this year, just because of COVID and stuff like that, people like may not want to be in public places as much as possible. So if they see something over Instagram that doesn't involve having to be in contact with a bunch of people, and then they see that as promotional thing, they'll probably be into it to help out, whether that's through CSER or through donating a box. But yeah, so I think like really just focusing on growing the Instagram and Facebook, making people know it's the presence on social media, and us like ourselves and our own personal stuff, like putting stuff, sharing it on our stories or something like that. If there's like a post or something like that, I think will be really big.
How do you think? So right now, obviously, like we could all like it, but how do you think we can get likes? Like how can we get out there?
So one of the best ways to really like grow your like platforms is by looking at people that like follow like Liberty University pages. And because it has that like tag of Liberty like University on it, some people are going to feel more like prone to like follow it or like the page or whatnot. So that in itself, just having the name, and then also being Operation Christmas Child also kind of helps as well. So yeah, just trying to find people on social media that either go to Liberty or are in that area and stuff like that. So yeah, so there'll be plenty of times where I'll just be like looking at Liberty University's followers and just like click.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I want to wait till we get some more. Like I want to wait till we get a few posts on there until I start doing that, so people don't see it, and then but see 0 posts, and be like, oh, this is dumb, and just like ignore it. But yeah.
So you just basically you invite them like whenever it's okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right. Megan, how's I looked at the thing you and Blakely made. Could you just kind of tell us about that?
Yeah, so with the COVID prevention plan, we always know that the best ways to stop COVID is either through protecting you from air droplets or keeping hands covered and what spread most of the germs. With that being said, that means anyone who's collecting or working with the public, either that be us or CSERs, need to be wearing gloves and masks at all times in case they're handing out things, because people accidentally touch hands when shuffling things around, things like that. Also, during collection week, anytime someone like hands us something, we always need to have hand sanitizer provided, whether it be ethyl alcohol or isopropyl. They can go wash their hands afterwards, but it'll just be something immediate that can help decrease the spread right there. If we use any pens, those will always need to be disinfected between anyone. That would also mean we might need to have some extras. So, because since they say that also anything that's wet will spread things easier, spread germs easier. So even though it's disinfecting, anything between disinfecting time until it's dry can still spread things. So you have to always plan for that too. Any technology that we use will also need to be wiped down between each touch, because that's just breeding grounds for disease and germs. Another thing is they say COVID can live on cardboard for up to 24 hours. There's any way we could like anything that's cardboard related for 24 hours, either once we get it from the public or I would say, before, like after we get it back from the public, that would be optimal, because if we're handling it after they've had it, it could still be living on the cardboard and then put us at risk, which then could go back into the community.
Okay. I think the nice thing is, and thank you for doing that. The nice thing is, I believe they moved away from all cardboard boxes with OCC now, because they used to be those cardboard shoe boxes.
Yeah.
I believe they're all plastic now, which is they probably did that on purpose. So, yeah. But Dr. Knapp, it looks like you were going to say something.
Yeah, I was just smiling.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Love smiling. So yeah, sweet. So I just asked them to, Blakely and Megan, they just made some general things for collection week. And we can kind of build off of those as we go. So for new business, this is the biggest thing probably today we'll talk about. If you go onto the agenda and take a look after planning focus groups, go ahead and follow that link there. All right. This is also on Google Drive. So, all right. So this is meant for just to get everyone kind of involved in thinking about just kind of how to operate this year on campus. And so we're going to kind of come up with 3 different kind of approaches. And I made these outlines here. So I'm going to pair everyone off, and kind of hopefully by the next meeting we can all have some ideas listed for all of these, and you work together for these, and I'll tell you who's with who in a little bit. But so yeah, I'll just go into it. The 3 plans are kind of based around gatherings and whatever Liberty does. So the last plan is all online, and kind of how last semester happened. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But in the case it does, and just in case it does, we have a way to still operate and still get shoeboxes done. So, and then the heavy precautions and the moderate precautions are really based around whether we have in-person gatherings like Convo or campus community. And then the heavy one is just like no in-person Convo or limited gatherings also. So far, does that make sense? Does anybody have any questions? Okay, cool. So so how I was going to go about this is, and I can put this on the agenda too, for the less severe plan, so like that moderate caution plan, that's going to be Blakely and Megan. And then for the more severe kind of, I think I have a heavy caution plan up here, Savannah and Kevin. And then all online, Emily. I especially put Emily on here because you are you did Liberty Online, so you probably have special insight on that. Plus, we'll use this plan to we use part of it anyway to try to target some online students. So that'll be Emily and Allie. So yeah, and no matter what ends up happening at Liberty, we are going to probably use things from each one of these outlines here, and I think that'll be good. So if you just get together with the person that I assign you guys with, or if you have any problems with that, it's fine. We can work that out too. But if you can get together with them between now and the next meeting, which is going to be after we get back from Liberty, just fill out these ideas here, or these topics. And the topics are methods to communicate with residential students, methods to communicate with online students, ideas for distributing shoeboxes, ideas for no contacts promotions, ideas for safe person-to-person contact promotions, CSER hour opportunities, and anything else that you want. So anything else you have. So yeah, what do you guys think? Is that cool? Do you have any questions, any thoughts? Okay, cool. Next, National Project Leader Workshop. This was something it's optional to go to. It's really highly encouraged, and it's something that our area team for Central Virginia puts on. And well, they're put on across the United States, but something that ours is putting on, and it's actually just a couple minutes away from Liberty at Calvary Baptist Church. And it's just a training day, and it's really good for people that haven't really done a huge amount other than packing a shoebox. It's a good training for them. So that's from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and that's on September 12th. I know, I think, Megan, you're in marching band, so that's fun. Yeah, so it's really, if you can make it, I'll be there. So yeah, I just want to put that out there. If you can make it, just love to see you there. Next is there's a rookies fundraiser that I really liked last time we talked about, and I was thinking about moving forward with that. But I'll talk with Blakely about that since she, I think she said her archery coach owns it. So yeah, and if you guys have any other ideas for like kind of fundraisers like that, we can use the money that we make from that to buy filler items. So like if somebody turns in a box that's really not as full as it should be, we can have these items like I don't know, like a teddy bear or something to put in it, or things like that. So yeah, so if we do maybe one or two of those, that would be really good. And then a couple more things here. I just wanted to kind of remind you guys of for Google Drive. Let me pull up. I'll screen share here. I was just gonna kind of stress to when you make documents, just try to make sure that you share them in the OCC team folder that I shared with you all, and I'll pull that up here. Here we go. All right, can you all see that? The Google Drive folder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So yeah, when you make a file or such, just put it on here. So that way, if it's on Trello or you say to someone to go on it or something like that, it's already shared with them. That's what I've been doing with the meeting agendas right here. And also feel free to make folders, because obviously everything we do is not going to be focused around just CSER and meeting agendas. So feel free to make, like, you just make a new folder in collection week. And there it is. And you just put whatever you need to in there. So yeah, that's just a reminder on that. And then Trello, just another reminder is just make sure you're using that. And it's really just a good way to communicate and just make sure we're staying on top of our goals. And yeah, that's, and what Allie and I, because Allie is going to work on Trello for us all, or she's going to organize that for us. Just remember, everything that we kind of assigned at the meeting today, we're going to put on to there as a task. So you'll see that on there probably by the end of the day. And yeah, so does anybody have anything else, the other new business, anything else you want to talk about? Anything on your mind?
Oh yeah, so with the collection week, with that, like obviously, since we'll have to take like extra steps to like making cleansing stuff and whatnot to make sure that it's safe for the people that are helping collect the boxes, but also people that deal with them after us. With that, like, do you expect like that to take like longer since we have to take like an extra couple steps, or do you think that won't be like?
I would think as long as we get enough CSER volunteers, we can, as long as we can, have a space where they can stay, socially distant from each other, and still operate, and have enough people to do it. You have just specific people to wipe down boxes, and then plus with the amount, like 1,000 boxes or more, it sounds like a lot, but spread out over a week. The busiest times are right after combo, honestly, on the first day and on the last day. So yeah, as long as we staff those up really well, we should be fine. Other than that, things will just kind of roll in over the week really slowly. And yeah, we should have plenty of time as long as we have enough people.
Awesome, sweet. Yeah, and honestly too, I think like this year will be even easier to get CSER volunteers, just because I feel like there's gonna be a good amount of things that aren't gonna be made available for Liberty students. So there's going to be a good amount of people lining up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
And if y'all need Lysol or wipes or stuff like that, whatever, you could probably come to me instead of using our own money for it.
Oh, okay.
Because like today, my school is ordering a whole bunch of stuff, and actually the university has already made a huge purchase of like, the masks and stuff, and the that gel hand sanitizer stuff, and all kinds of personal protective equipment, PPE they call it, And so I'll probably have a ton of that stuff we could just use. So
awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
sure.
Great. Yeah, and then I've been putting together just kind of an outline, just kind of for my personal sanity with all this, to see how things will go throughout the whole semester. And really, I think the next meeting we have is going to be mostly just like a get together, see each other in person, hopefully. I know there's a room in the SGA office, and I work in it, so I can get it very easily for us. And it's a big conference room, and it has a really large table, and we get spread out and still sit together. So that'll be our next meeting. So we'll actually be able to see each other, and that'll be after classes get started. So focus on that. More students first. So any questions before we go?
Can you bring your puppy?
Love to. Actually, she will be there in October at least. My mom and dad are going to bring my absentee ballot, and they're going to bring her with. So
cool.
But awesome. So yeah, thanks everyone for your hard work so far. You guys have been a great team, and just to recap, we're going to go with at least propose with LU Serve and talk about doing the kickoff the week before Global Focus Week. And then the other dates, like Collection Week, we're going to look for November 6th through November 13th. And then everything will be at the Processing Center at least by November 17th. And then Kevin, if you just continue working on, maybe thinking of some posts we could do in the meantime, or things like that. And then just inviting people after we do that. And then, everyone has your assignments. If you don't, I'll put it on the GroupMe for working together on the plans. Did you have something, Kevin?
Yeah, also, if like any of you guys either have the skill or like have any friends that are good photographers or anything like that, just I think that'll be important too for like the moments like when we are doing some in-person things, whether that's with the booth and stuff, because having higher quality pictures will definitely leave people more impressed when they see the page than just a random like picture on someone's iPhone or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome. So, well, that looks like that's that. And can I have someone to pray us out, and we'll be done.
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay.
God, thank you for allowing us just to come together and be able to hopefully plan this out the best way we possibly can and the safest way we can. I just want to thank you for all these people's willingness to help out with this awesome drive and be able to hopefully make it as successful as possible. And I just pray to look over everyone here and the people that were not able to make the meeting today, that you will ready us for this semester academically and for this drive, because this is definitely a big drive that goes on at Liberty, and we all just want to make it as successful as possible, God. And I just want to thank you for everyone here, and I just pray that we all have a safe week and we all can get back to Lynchburg safely. In all things we pray. Amen.
Good. All right, thanks, guys. I'll be in touch soon about another meeting, and we'll talk to you later.
Awesome.
Good
See ya.
day.